And when it came time to giving season and we were busy, it was just literally the click of the button experience. My name is Travers Oliver. I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm the head of Philanthropic Services at Founders Pledge.
And so before we met and started working together, how were you solving that problem for those domestic payments?
Yeah, I would say it was just spending a lot of time doing manual reviews and manual checks. And there wasn't always a very clear solution that was presented. And I think that's what led to my conversation with you. And when I looked at the marketplace, it was really like, I know we're all facing the same problems, right? We're saying it when we have our get-togethers or our meetings, but we're not all coming to the table to try to find a solution together. And so what we found at Founders Pledge, and within my team specifically, is there was just so many hours, just painstaking hours spent over doing really what should be simple checks and validations when it really wasn't necessary, right? Because the tools are there, the data's there, and it's just a matter of like, how do we find that cohesion and synchronize that into a system?
What was it that made you most excited as you heard about the new solution that Chariot had introduced?
Yeah, well, what made me most excited, I conceptually understood it, but when I saw it in motion and I saw how seamless and easy it could be, it was like an aha moment, right? And I think one of the things that really still excites me to this day is how this is really, it can be a group effort, right? When I'm telling other grant makers, what I say is like, why don't we work together, come to Chariot, because then you can bring your grantees, I can bring mine. We do one check up front, and then we can all leverage that together and work together. And so that's what really excites me, because rather than all grant makers stepping back and saying, let's solve the problem in-house and figure it out, and then also putting a ridiculous burden on grantees to run through the same process over and over and over again.
And then we were fully live in November and ready for giving season. What were some of your first reactions to the change, or how did you see it impact folks internally?
Yeah, I think two things. One, I constantly said, and I've had many people within my team also say, is what took us so long? These were such pain points. And so when we saw it implemented and we saw how seamless and smooth it was, it really was just like, we could kind of take a deep breath.
Yeah, and I mean, the numbers really speak for themselves. In the last I checked so far, you all had 97% of your grant volume moving electronically, meaning all those grantees are claiming their accounts without issue. What is that type of stat? I mean, that still shocks me. What does that mean internally? And how does that match up to your expectation?
Yeah, it's really been game changing, right? And I think one of the things that we are seeing is we're really doing a lot more international and complex grant making. And this has given us the ability, has freed us up our time to be able to really actually do that and put our effort there. So that it's been a game changer. It really has.
Why is the grantee experience important for your business model?
There's a reason that we exist, right? And that reason is to move money to organizations that are delivering impact on the ground, right? For me personally, for our organization as well, that's incredibly important. So my advice to people in similar roles is we are here to deliver funds to charities on the ground, delivering impact. And in order for us to do that well, we have to A, be able to do that with speed, but B, we need to do that with precision, and precision in the sense of risk mitigation as well, right? How are we doing things safely and securely? And that's of the utmost importance. That's an importance for the charities who are potentially going to lose the money if we don't do it like that. It's important for our member base or DAF holders. And it's also important for our organization.